Good evening, friends. Welcome to another episode of Metal Brews. This is Jareth the Cat, and I'm Ben. Tonight, we're actually going to take it a little bit of the synths and suds thanks to one of our friends who runs the PlagueHaus zine and blog. X.Y.R is the name of the tape. It's from Not Fun Records, which was introduced to me by PlagueHaus, and a beer that PlagueHaus sent. I'm going to start the tape now, and I'll be right back with you. I hope you all have been okay during this absence, as it were, of regular beer and cassette videos. By now I've posted videos in which I've already described why my health hasn't been the best. However, we're going to prevail here. Things are going to be great. We're going to keep rolling with our videos. So as I mentioned, PlagueHaus was kind enough to send me a care package from Texas containing this Adelbert's Brewery Barrel of Love. Look at that. It's a lovely whiskey barrel aged quad. I don't think Jareth's gonna let me do this any other way, so there we are. Looks like this is gonna be the new format as Jareth steals my seat and so there we go. Now you're not on the camera. How's it feel? I can't do that. There we are. The real star of the show. Thanks. So, we're going to give this a pour. X.Y.R's tape here is called Mental Journey to BC. I'm going to assume we're not talking British Columbia. In fact, I know we're not. So, it's kind of a synth-driven New Age journey, for lack of a better word, given that they use it in the title. Well, back into the past. I feel like it's more than just, like, BC, though, because, I mean, theoretically that could be, just a couple thousand years ago. This feels a little more ancient in theme. You can tell it's soothing, because even Jareth is falling asleep. It's, and that's a pretty strong feat, given that you're deaf. She's had nothing to do with me all day, and now this. So, getting right to it. I have not had this beer before, so, a lot of my videos I kind of give you a well-researched opinion. I'm going to be figuring this out on the spot. I hope it's good. I have a feeling, given the kindness and the enthusiasm of the individual who gifted it to me, this is probably going to be pretty okay. People don't just drink and then decide to send horrible beer. At least, let's hope not. Alright. Yeah, looking at that. Whew. Oh my goodness. Lord! Wow. That's lovely. All frothy. I keep wanting to try and tilt it to you, but it's not going to give you the angle. I can't get this low enough because there's the table right here. Smells strongly, boozy cherry, a little bit of like barky, I don't know, like cinnamon bark or flavorful root almost. I don't know if you had a childhood outdoors at all. I definitely chewed on roots. That's a strange statement out of context, isn't it? Oh well. Yeah, boozy. Definitely smell the whiskey barrels, and it's really interesting the way just instantly I can tell the yeastiness of the style. This is gonna be fun. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Definitely, yeah, that cherry flavor is so strong. Smoky vanilla rye. Really tasty. This is I know nothing about this brewery. I know nothing really about this beer. I don't even know if I really bothered to read the label much. So I wanted this to be just fresh in my head. Yeah. Ooh, they recommend pairing this with aged Gouda, roasted duck, smoked pork, having a night, sorry, or bread pudding. I have none of those on hand, but I imagine it would go nicely with them. I also think cup of coffee, chocolate. I don't know, I'm not a chocolate person, but this has that richness and a full sweetness that would complement the bitter notes of the chocolate. But I'm not a good pairer because I, don't really put things in that context much. Getting back to this tape, I've really enjoyed listening to this on a few occasions now, which is sometimes a few more than a lot of my tapes get. It's just got a really simple kind of, it's not construction paper, but it's of that feel. Just nice little inlay, simple design. It's really, really evocative in its titles and in its sounds. I mean, it's certainly, I think it fits this nice little kind of ground between like minimal synthesizer music and even some of the kind of cheesy nature sound shit that Dungeons and tapes get into, but without ever going for the grimness. It's like just this ancient beauty instead. Really, really enjoyable for me. I've needed a lot to calm myself and to be just, at peace with things lately. And I feel like, fantasy is a good way of still experiencing something and not just tuning out entirely. So this actually has been really dear to me to listen to this. This beer, this does feel like an escape. Knowing that the doctor would like me to stop drinking beer and consuming sugar, I've been honestly going out more, which means I've been drinking at home less, but I've been going to the tiki bar a lot. There's this great tiki bar here in Portland called Adelbert. And just because I know the sugar syrups that they use are going to be a definite no starting in a few days, I've been going out and doing that. And this hits a lot of the same kind of sugary, sweet fruitiness that I really enjoy in a rich, delicious cocktail of that sort. But it's also a little heartier, a little more earthy. Really well-rounded, full experience. And 11% alcohol. I kind of wish that my companion here would have it in her to drink. However, giving alcohol to a cat is not only stupid, it's dangerous. And she probably just wants to push the glass over to watch the liquid spill anyway. Let's be real. So we're not going to share. Perhaps, I'd share it with you, but you in this case right now is my cell phone that is filming, soon to be transmitted to you, dear viewer, through the glory of YouTube. Sorry, it's a little draining being on my knees knowing that this hardworking young lady has stolen my seat. It's just really nice to get to do this again. I feel like it's been a good while. As you may have noticed, the liquid in which I'll be partaking before making these videos may change soon. It's hard for me to say. I may just say to fucking hell with it and continue doing this, because realistically having a beer every now and then, that's exciting, that's life. I'm into that. That isn't life, but life is exciting. Doing things that are fun experiences is life. Beer is not life, although I do enjoy it, because the implication otherwise would be kind of grotesque. Anyway, gonna keep this one a little shorter than I've kept some of the others as of late. I'm Ben. This is the best cat in the world, Jareth. Jeff at PlagueHaus, thank you so much. Really delicious bottle of beer. Thank you for turning me on to Not Fun and this tape through your Instagram posts. It's given me great joy in some pretty fucking dark times. And you, viewer, thanks for hanging in there. Thanks for sharing what I'm doing with people. Thanks for sharing your responses and thoughts with me. I realize that this isn't for everybody. And it's really cool that anybody at all gives a shit about this. So, from my heart, thank you. You're all the best. And things are only going to get better. So, transmission from the distant past here to the modern age. Metal Brews signing off. Cheers.